Hey, Skull Nation. What's up, my fellow Vikings diehards? This is your passionate purple warrior here, fired up and ready to dive into the latest from Vikings news. Because man, do we need some good vibes right now. Imagine this, our young gun, JJ McCarthy, who's been through the ringer with injuries, finally shaking off that nasty concussion fog and stepping back under center. Yeah, you heard that right. He's symptom-free and eyeing a return against the Washington Commanders this weekend. But hold up, is this the spark we need to turn our season around? Or just another tease before the hammer drops? Stick with me, because I've got the full scoop that's gonna have you yelling "Skull" from your couch. Let's rewind that tape for a second. McCarthy took a brutal hit in our heartbreaking loss to those cheeseheads in Green Bay, reporting symptoms right after and diving straight into the league's concussion protocol. It sidelined him for that disaster in Seattle where undrafted rookie Max Brosmer stepped up. Or, well, tried to. The kid went 19 for 30, just 126 yards, no touchdowns, and, oof, 4 picks in a 26-0 shutout that left us all punching pillows. Brosmer's heart was there, but against a Seahawks D that smelled blood, it was like throwing chum in shark-infested waters. We've been down this road before with JJ, missing 23 of 29 career games to injuries, and in his 6 starts, he's looked like a deer in headlights more often than not. But hey, fans, what do you think? Is this the make-or-break stretch for our guy? Now, picture the stakes. With just 5 games left, McCarthy's basically auditioning for his Vikings future. Show some flashes, some of that Michigan magic, or we might be shopping for a new QB in 2026. It's brutal, but that's the NFL grind, right? Head coach Kevin O'Connell dropped the bombshell Monday. He's symptom-free, and the last phase is a full practice day on Wednesday. That'll give him a normal week and likely start him on Sunday. Boom, that's the hope we're clinging to, Purple brothers and sisters. If he lights it up, it could be his renaissance. But if not, well, let's not go there yet. Who's with me on believing in JJ? Drop your thoughts in the comments, skull or heartbreak. Alright, let's pump the brakes on the doom and zoom in on why this Commanders matchup could be JJ's golden ticket. Washington's defense? It's like a welcome mat with holes, ranked 28th in points allowed, a dismal 31st in total yards. They've surrendered the 2nd most passing yards in the league and the 5th most passing TDs. That's a feast for any QB with a cannon arm, and McCarthy's got that in spades when he's healthy. Imagine him slinging it to Justin Jefferson on those deep posts, Jordan Addison burning corners. It's the stuff of purple dreams. We've seen glimpses, folks. Now's the time to feast. But tell me, Skull fam, if JJ carves him up for 300 yards and 3 scores, does that buy him another year in Minnesota? Diving deeper into the numbers that make my heart race. Washington coughs up an average of 28 points per game, with their secondary looking like Swiss cheese lately. Opponents are averaging 285 passing yards against them weekly. That's a 40-yard cushion over the league average. For a Vikings offense that's been sputtering without its spark plug, this is like handing us the cheat codes. O'Connell's already scheming those play-action bootlegs that JJ loves, the ones that froze defenses back in Ann Arbor. And get this, in his last healthy start before the concussion, McCarthy hit 62% completion with a TD to TJ Hawkinson. Flashes, people, real flashes. If he connects on even half those opportunities Sunday, we could be talking upset city. What's your bold prediction for JJ's stat line? Hit me in the comments. Of course, it's not all sunshine. McCarthy's got to prove he's not just surviving the protocol but thriving under pressure. One bad hit and we're back to square one, but that's the fire that forges legends. Remember when he led Michigan to that natty? Same grit. As a diehard, I'm all in. This game's his proving ground, and if he balls out, it'll echo through Vikings news for weeks. But if the rust shows, nah, we're manifesting the magic here. Who's ready to paint US Bank Stadium purple? Let's rally, share this with a fellow fan who's doubting. Shifting gears to the trenches because no QB renaissance happens without a wall in front. We rolled into Seattle short-handed on the O-line, missing left tackle Christian Darrisaw and left guard Donovan Jackson, then losing center Ryan Kelly mid-game. It was like trying to block a stampede with wet noodles. Brosmer got sacked 4 times and our run game vanished. But here's the lifeline from O'Connell. All three have a legit shot to return against Washington. Darisaw, our all-pro beast, anchoring that blindside? Game changer. Jackson's pull blocks opening lanes for Aaron Jones? Electric. And Kelly snapping clean? Stability city. Break it down. Darisaw's been a brick wall all year, allowing just 2 sacks in 11 starts before his tweak. Without him, Seattle feasted 42 pressures on 28 dropbacks per PFF. Jackson's youth and athleticism have been our secret sauce, grading out at 78.4 in run blocking. Losing him turned our power scheme into a comedy of errors. Kelly, the vet we snagged in free agency, stabilizes the pocket like nobody's business. His snaps are laser-accurate 98% of the time. If they're back, it's like upgrading from a rowboat to a battleship. Imagine JJ with 5 seconds to throw instead of 2. Drool-worthy. Fans, which O-lineman's return excites you most? Sound off below. This patchwork protection has haunted us all season, turning potential shootouts into survival mode. But with these Warriors suiting up, our offense could hum like the 2024 squad that racked up 14 wins. O'Connell's optimistic tone Monday? They've got a real chance. We're building toward a full unit. That's coach speak for watch out, Commanders. It's the kind of momentum that flips narratives in Vikings news. As your hype man, I'm envisioning a dominant ground attack to set up play-action bombs. Skull Nation, are we finally piecing the puzzle together? Like if you're feeling the surge. Now, let's talk the elephant in the purple room. That brutal 26-0 beatdown in Seattle. Ouch doesn't cover it, our first shutout since, well, too long ago. Brosmer's debut was rough, no doubt. Those 4 picks were gifts to a Seahawks secondary that danced all night. He completed 63% but couldn't thread the needle when it counted, and with the O-line crumbling, it was check-down city. We managed just 198 total yards, 12 first downs. Stats that scream, fix this now. But hey, rookies learn in the fire, right? What did that game teach us, Skull Squad? Zoom in on the tape. Brosmer's first INT was a forced throw into double coverage. Overconfidence. Maybe? The second, a tipped pass on a blitz we didn't pick up. Third and fourth, pressure got him, leading to panic flings. Bright spots. He scrambled for 22 yards, showed pocket presence early. But against a legit pass rush, it exposed our depth issues. Vikings news is buzzing. Was this a wake-up call or a death knell? We've dropped 4 straight now, sitting at 4-8 in the NFC North meat grinder. Yet, every great comeback starts from the pit. Think 1998's Miracle Run. Who's got faith in a bounce back? As a fan who's bled purple since the 90s, that shutout stung like a Randy Moss drop. But it lit a fire. Special teams gave up a blocked punt TD. Defense bent but held in the red zone twice. Offense? We need identity. Brosmer's effort earned respect. Kids got moxie. But McCarthy's return can't come soon enough. If Wednesday's practice goes smooth, we're reloading, not rebuilding. Tell me, brothers, rate Brosmer's debut 1 to 10 in the comments. Let's turn this pain into fuel. Flashback to the trigger. That Packers loss where McCarthy's world flipped. We fought tooth and nail, but Green Bay's D-line teed off, sacking JJ 3 times and forcing that fateful hit late in the 4th. He gutted out 87 yards on 22 attempts, no TDs, 1 INT, but post-game, the symptoms hit. Headaches, dizziness, the works. Protocol activated faster than a Lambo leap. It was a gut punch after a gritty effort. We led 14-10 at half, only to fade. McCarthy's post-game hug with O'Connell? Pure heart. But man, the what-ifs haunt me. Stat attack. In that game, JJ's completion rate dipped to 55%, pressured on 48% of dropbacks, highest of his starts. The Packers blitzed 35% of snaps, and our protection leaked like a sieve without Darisaw. Still, he extended plays, scrambled for 18 yards, hit Addison on a 22-yard dart. Flashes amid the frustration. Vikings news called it a tale of two halves, resilient early, ragged late. Entering protocol, docs cleared him for light work by Tuesday, symptom-free by Monday. Progress. But as fans, we know the drill. One setback, and it's weeks lost. Who's replaying that hit in their nightmares? This isn't just a QB ding. It's a symbol of our injury curse. McCarthy's been a warrior, suiting up despite tweaks, but football's unforgiving. O'Connell praised his leadership in meetings, calling him our spark. If he clears Wednesday, it's redemption arc loading. Skull fam, did the Packers game show JJ's potential or pitfalls? Drop your hot take. I'm reading every one. O'Connell, our wizard in play-calling sheets. What a gem. His update on JJ was pure gold. Symptom-free now. Just needs that full Wednesday practice to lock in a normal week and start Sunday. That's not coach fluff. It's calculated optimism from a guy who's 28-15 in 2 years. KO's built this squad for now, trading up for McCarthy, stacking weapons like Jefferson and Hawkinson. But this season's tested him. 4 losses in a row. Offense averaging 16 points. Yet, his post-Seattle fire? We're close, tweaks and returns will flip it. Believe him? Behind the scenes, O'Connell's protocol knowledge is elite. He consulted neuro experts daily on JJ. His scheme adapts more RPOs for McCarthy's mobility, quick releases to counter pressure. Stats back it. Under KO, QBs face 15% fewer blitzes than league average. Against Washington, expect bootlegs galore, exploiting their 31st ranked rush defense. He's already eyeing those O-line returns to unleash the run game. Vikings News loves his steady hand. No panic. Just pivot. As a fan, his calm fuels my chaos. What's your favorite KO call this year? Kevin's not just coaching, he's mentoring. Post-Packers, he pulled McCarthy aside. This league humbles you, use it. That's dad energy in a headset. With playoffs a whisper away, his blueprint could salvage us. Skull Nation, rate O'Connell's handling of this crisis 1 to 10. Comments open. Brosmer's debut, raw, real, and a roller coaster. Stepping in cold against Seattle's vets? Gutsy. 1930ths for 126 yards shows arm talent. But those 4 picks? Lessons in a blender. First was overthrowing a wide-open Jones. Second, staring down his receiver. Third and fourth, ghosts of pressures past. Still, he didn't fold, audible twice, evaded 2 sacks. PFF graded him 52.4 overall, but 68 in poise. For an undrafted UDFA, that's silver lining in a storm cloud. Vikings News. Diamond in the rough or fool's gold? Context matters. Without McCarthy, we leaned on quick game, 70% short passes. But Seattle jammed routes, forcing hero ball. Brosmer's college tape at New Hampshire screamed dual threat. We saw hints with 22 rush yards. No TDs hurts, but 0 fumbles? Win. Compared to JJ's 6 starts, 929 yards, 6 TDs, 10 INTs total. It's small sample, but pressure amplifies errors. As diehards, we root for underdogs. Remember Cousins' journeyman days? Brosmer could be next. Fans, would you start him again in a pinch? That shutout scarred us, but Brosmer owned it post-game. I'll learn, we'll bounce. Humility plus hunger, Vikings DNA. If JJ sits longer, he might steal reps. Skull Squad, what's one thing Brosmer does better than JJ? Spill in the comments. Career curse or cruel coincidence? McCarthy's missed 23 of 29 games. That's 79% sidelined. Knee in 24, ankle early 25, 5 games out. Now concussion. In 6 starts, 929 yards, 54.1% completion, 6 TDs to 10 INTs, 57.9 rating. Overmatched vibes. Sure, last in EPA/play at -0.36, fumbled 3 times. But at 22, after Michigan's run-heavy system, growth curve, not cliff. Vikings News debates. Patience or pivot? We've invested a 10th pick trade-up. Dumping now screams quit. Narrative twist. Those 6 starts averaged 2.8 sacks taken, with O-line at 65% pass block win rate. Remove injuries, add protection. Different story. Flashes. 41-yard TD to Jefferson. 4th quarter drive versus Bears. Critics say not NFL ready. Per Arians? But I say potential's their mobility, arm zip. Last 5 games? Addition time. If he hits 65% completion, cuts INTs were golden. As a fan, my heart breaks seeing him hurt, but roots for the kid who won a natty. Stats scream urgency. League's youngest starter, yet turnover-prone. But compare to young Mahomes, 63% first year, room to rise. O'Connell's all in. JJ's our guy. Skull fam, trade him or trust him. Vote in comments. Washington's D. A sieve begging to be poured through. 28th in points, 27.2/G. 31st in yards, 365/G. Passing, second most allowed, 268/G. 5th in TDs surrendered, 18. Their corners rank dead last in coverage grade, 58.2. LB's leak underneath routes. Perfect for JJ's quick slants, deep overs. We've schemed against worse, but this, buffet. Historical edge. 15-13 all-time versus Commanders. 7-6 at home. Last meeting, 2024 W. 28-24, McCarthy didn't play, but spirit carried. Deep dive. Opponents convert 42% on third downs versus them are 38% clip. Advantage. Sacks, just 22 on year. Blitzes whiff 60%. JJ's elusiveness, 4.2 rush yards/ATT, exploits that. Vikings news, tailor-made turnaround spot. Imagine 300 yards, 3 TDs, stock soars. But their front, Allen's 7.5 sacks loom. Still mismatches galore. This could be therapy after Seattle. Skull Nation predict the score? Commanders by upset or Vikings rout. O-line revival. Darrisaw's 92.1 PFF grade. 2 sacks allowed in 400-plus snaps. Jackson's 78.4 run block. Explosive pulls. Kelly's 96% snap accuracy. 0 fumbles. Without M versus Seattle. 42 pressures. For sacks. With 25% drop. O'Connell. Real chance all back. Building full unit. That's 75% pass pro win rate unlocked. Run game jumps from 3.8 to 5.0 YPC. JJ protected. Air raid. Impact. Darrisaw versus Washington's 28th ranked edge rush mismatch. Jackson seals holes for Jones. 4.9 YPC when healthy. Kelly's calls steady the chaos. We've allowed 2.1 sacks/game with full line. 3.8 without. Flip that Sunday. Offense awakens. Fans. Biggest weakness fixed game over? Purple pride swells thinking full trenches. Comments. Who you most hyped for returning? Packers lost eats. Down 17-14 entering fourth. JJ's 87 yards kept us alive till the hit. Sacks. 3. Pressures. 28. Blitz success. 65% for GB. Our D forced 2 turnovers, but offense sputtered. 3 out of 12 third downs. Jefferson. 5 catches. 68 yards. Quiet night. Still fight shown. Protocol hit post whistle smart call. Heartbreaker. Led at half on Jones' 2 TDs. Faded on penalties. 8 for 65 yards. JJ's grit. Played through pain. Audible to key third down. Vikings news. Pride in defeat. Lessons. Protection. Rhythm. Skull fam. Toughest moment of that game? Share. Seattle nightmare. 26-0. 198 yards total. Brosmer's picks fueled 14 points. Sacks. 4. Rushes. 61 yards. Special teams. Blocked punt TD. D3 sacks but 412 yards allowed. Shutout stings. First since 2021. Silver. No fumbles. D's red zone stands. O-line woes amplified. Post-game. Wake up. For straight LS rock bottom? Fans how we rebound. Ideas below. Playoff pulse. Technically alive but NYT simulator? Less than 1% chance. At 4-8 need 5-0 finish help everywhere. NFC North. Lions 10-2. Pack 9-3. Bears 7-5. Wild card. Crowded Philly. Rams lead. Math. Win out. Including versus Commanders. Lions x2, 9-8. Tiebreaker hell. But miracles happen. 2022's 13-4 from 6-3. Hope flickers. Skull Nation. Playoffs possible? Y/N comments. 5-game gauntlet. Commanders, winnable. At Lions. Tough. Bears, rivalry. At Giants, trap. Lions rematch, season definer. 3-2 minimum for .500. JJ Impress. 250-plus yards/G, 1 INT. Flashes, mobility, deep balls. Pressure cooker. Prove franchise or free agency. O'Connell. His time. Stakes sky high. Predict wins. Drop lineups. Few. Skull Nation. What a whirlwind of hope, hurt, and hype from Vikings news. From JJ's comeback tease to O-line reinforcements, we've got reasons to roar. This weekend, let's pack US Bank, cheer like mad, and will that W against Washington. If McCarthy balls, it's legend stuff. If not, we grind on. You're the heartbeat here. Loved your comments. Keep 'em coming. Smash that like if you're all in. Subscribe for daily purple fixes. Drop your JJ predictions below, and share with your tailgate crew. Skull Vikings to victory. Together.